So, let's just say I would have had a camera in the living room last night. What would I have seen?
I don't know.
Try again.
Me going out for a walk last night?
And?
Getting a soda?
With what money?
One that wasn't mine.
Money that wasn't yours. So you stole from us again. Well, how come you didn't get your last paycheck, Sean?
Well, I would assume because I owed you money for the games, but
And what happened to those games?
I had sold them, but I wasn't expecting not to get any out of my check. I would just thought I would have been able to just pay you back over time, but
How are you going to pay me back when you don't have a job or live with me?
well, before tonight I was still going to have a job, and I wasn't planning on moving out until I paid you off. But
You know I'm moving in
okay.
June. Not going to be enough time for that.
Okay, that's the first I had heard of it.
I'm
Okay.
moving in June. Wasn't the first time you stole from me. Wasn't the second time you stole from me. Wasn't probably even the fourth, fifth, or sixth time you stole from me. You've been stealing from me since you moved in, man.
And then lying about it when he asked you.
And you tell everybody that I'm the one stealing from you.
Calling us lazy bums. Saying you pay for everything.
When did I ever call either of you two lazy bums?
She's a bum who can't stand the drama at work. That's why she didn't have a job for a month.
I had told them that she'd had issues with her leg and everything, and that she was tired of drama at work. That's all I said. Sierra's having issues with her leg being bad and everything, and doctor not knowing what was the matter with it, and then, the drama at work and everything was really getting to her, and that was all I said about it.
Okay.
I didn't say
What have
that she
you
was a
told
lazy
your
mom.
parents about what's going on here?
I've told Mom damn near everything because she wants to know damn near everything. I even told her that I royally fucked up and I, stole all those games, and she's all like, well, I'm extremely disappointed to you, and you will be having a severe talking to when or if you do get back home.
You're lying to me again.
What do you mean I'm lying to you again?
Keep looking off to the side. Keep looking down. You talk to your mom on Facebook, right?
Well, yeah, I do every now and then. Why?
So let's see the messages. I don't believe for a second you told them that you stole from me. In fact, I bet you tell them I'm stealing from you just like you tell everybody else.
I haven't talked to Mom about money issues and everything since my first paycheck. When I told them everything that I didn't get anything from my paycheck. That was the first time I had ever talked. That's the last time I'd ever talked to my mom about it.
Okay, and how come you didn't get any money from that paycheck?
Because you had stuff to do with bills that needed to be paid or whatever, and I told Mom that and everything. It was bills that needed to be paid, after I talked to you about it.
Because you hadn't been able to give me money for several weeks, really.
Because of issues with my bank, and I told her that. And she's like, well, you need to see if you can figure out what's going on at the bank. And I'm just like, I'm working on it. And I'm just like, PayPal's already went ahead and refunded me the money and everything for those transactions. And that was the last I talked to her about it.
Okay. And Kip's 3DS at work, you stole that from him, didn't you?
I have
that's
no idea.
That's what Kip said. Kip knows you stole from him.
I have no idea where his 3DS went. I
Well,
told him.
he did trade in a 3DS at GameStop.
You
That is on the
traded in
transcripts.
2.
Yes.
One of the ones was one I had brought over.
Okay, where's the second one come from? There's 2 of them on there.
One of them was the one that I had found by that dumpster.
That wasn't a 3DS.
Yes, it
It was
was.
a DS. Okay, well then, where'd the other DS come from?
I just said I had brought
There
one
were
of them.
2 3DSs and a DS Lite on the transcripts.
Not a DS Lite, no, because I've never had a DS Lite. I had the
DS
I had
Action
the
Replay.
Okay.
I
So
I had the one I found at the dumpster and everything, and then I had that other one that I had brought over that I wound up getting rid of because I never played it. That was the one I'd said that I ended up losing my Pokemon games I brought over.
Which, I mean, we're being honest here. You can't really get in any deeper. Did you take Sierra's iPod too?
I did not take Sierra's iPod. I'd never seen it after Burke moved out.
And what about all the DS games that disappeared from my collection?
I honestly do not know.
I mean, Sierra's
I
Pokemon
know.
Black disappeared out of her DS.
We
Along with
had
her
two
Dance Central,
versions of
too.
it, and that only counts one.
I mean,
I
something's
didn't.
missing.
I didn't touch any of your DS games. The only games I traded were the Xbox games.
Batman Game of the Year Edition, Borderlands 2, Dance Central 2. I mean, you looked her dead in the eye and told her you hadn't seen her Dance Central 2. And that was a blatant lie.
I asked you about it. You said you never even heard anything about
Just
it.
like, have you seen Modern Warfare 3? You were out here looking with me for like 30 minutes looking for Modern Warfare 3 and you knew you traded it in. You knew you stole that from me and traded that in also.
What I don't get, Sean, is that we tried to help you so many times. We ask you when we go out shopping if there's anything you need, anything you want, you say no. If you wanted anything, you could have came to us and asked us and we would have tried our best to help you get to it if you did not have the money. So why do this?
I mean, the only reason you were giving me $300...
It's the same thing my parents wanted to know because I did the exact same shit with them, and it was why they were so fed up with my shit too. They didn't know why I was doing it. I don't even know why I was doing it. You know, I've tried going to counseling for it and everything. My brother tried going to counseling for it because in addition to his anger, he has issues with the same thing I had, and they weren't able to do anything. That's why, you know, I was hesitant about moving in, but Tim was so insistent, and that's why, you know, I always had
Since you were sharing a room the size of that, you know, kitchen cabinet. With
and
a bunch
that's
of
why I
animals.
always had those same arguments with my parents or whatever. And I know it's something Mom has taken into consideration when considering even letting me move back in temporarily. Is all this shit all this trouble that I always managed to get into, either because A, I just don't think, or B, I just don't care.
I mean, you're getting fired from work for stealing from work too. I mean, dude, you got a problem.
I know I've got a problem, and I know it. I need to fix it. And I've been trying, and it's just there's no.
I mean, I lock my door at night, man. My bedroom door. And she has to make sure to bring her purse and wallet in because this isn't the first time you've stolen out of her purse or wallet.
I mean, dude, this is a home. We shouldn't have to worry about this. You're a friend. We took you in. We treated you like family.
I shouldn't have had to buy a fucking camera because I knew you were stealing. And, dude, I've had your back all throughout high school.
I'm not a friend. I'm just a fucking stupid idiot. That's all I am.
I'm more upset and hurt than I am mad.
Yeah, because, you know, I stole and I kept doing it and I really don't have a reason. And it just...
You didn't have a job for like 5 months and I was like, fine. I was working all kinds of overtime. Sierra was working overtime. We were doing everything we could to cover your end of the bill too.
Because we didn't want to kick you out. We didn't want you to go back to living in Phil, to where you didn't have a room.
I mean, don't get me wrong, your parents are cool people, but, I mean, you shared a room with a lot of animals.
Empty cages. Some that even didn't look like they've been cleaned in months.
I mean, you were always bitching about it, and I was under the impression that you were just in a god-awful home. From what I gathered from other people.
The only thing that made it awful the second time was the fact they really didn't have any space for me to move in after things fell through with my first roommate.
What happened there?
They all got laid off from that Dairy Queen and everything, and they were even more lazier bums than I were, and things just kind of went down from there. And there was a bunch of drama floating around between babies and who was sleeping with who and stuff like that, and eventually it just got to the point where they couldn't even keep up with her anymore. And so I'm just like, okay, Mom, Dad, I need a place to stay. And they're just like, well, we don't even have a room for you, you know. The best we can give you is just, you know, our bird room, and you'll just have to deal with the little bit of birds that are still in there. Just like, well, it's better than, you know, trying to live in this trailer that I can't even pay for.
I don't trust you anymore. At all.
I know.
That's why I told Vinny not to give you a ride home today. I didn't want you here before I talked to you.
Nobody trusts me anymore.
Biggest things right now is that the fact that people, when people are listening from the store, are asking me why we're taking your money. Asking us why we're the bad guys.
I'm still not entirely sure why they're asking you guys that.
They're saying that you tell them. That
The only
you
thing-
don't get your paycheck,
The
then
only
we
thing,
keep it.
the only thing I've ever said is just that I haven't had anything from my paycheck because of other issues. First it was bills that need to be paid, and this time everything. I even said it was just a personal issue. I owed Tim money.
I mean,
It's just like Pam and everything. She came up to me the other day and everything. She's like, "So you get your money?" And I'm just like, "I don't really have any money at the moment because of a personal issue. I owe Tim money." And I sat right there and said, I owe Tim some money. And she's just like, "Oh," and then she just kind of walked off and started doing her own thing again.
like Tim put your paycheck into his account because the PayPal thing. You want to make sure that you got your
PayPal and
money.
my bank and everything. And then you needed to make sure we still had a car or whatever and all the everything
car
else in
was
RIN.
fine because we had the credit cards. We got that. We were slowly paying that off. But he got your paycheck on his card, so we actually know you got your paycheck.
Right,
And he was going to give you, what was left of it.
Yeah,
but
and
then
then-
we found this out.
And then the first time around and everything, it was just other bills. And then he found out.
Yeah,
that
it's
I'm
because
a
that was the first
backstabbing-
money I've gotten from you in like 3 months.
And and then you find out that I'm just a backstabbing little bastard. And
I mean, you were giving me $40 here or there because that's all you had from your paycheck, man. If you'd have told me you were getting hacked again, I'd have helped you before it was to when I don't have anything I can give you because I'm still negative in my bank account after getting paid.
I know.
I mean,
I should have said something about that earlier and everything, but I was just
you should
afraid
have
of-
just took an initiative. I mean, when your shit's getting stolen, I mean, I know when you were stealing from me, I was like, what the fuck? And it was just like you didn't care because, I mean, what did you need the money for?
Well, no, it's just, I mean, the first time and everything I caught it, I specifically took it to the bank and I told them to fix this. And then they said they'd send me that paperwork and they never did. And then when it started happening the second time, I didn't know what to do and I didn't think of, saying anything to you about it and everything. It's just like, the bank said they were going to fix this and send me a bunch of paperwork and everything that I had to absolutely fill out, and then they never sent it to me. And they said the exact same thing the second time. They're just like, you have to fill out this paperwork saying, you were victim of all these fraudulent charges and everything. You have to fill this paperwork out and mail it back to us so we can have it on file and so we can determine your fraudulent case. And then they never sent any of it to me.
It's a bunch of shit.
That's why when it happened the second time and everything, I'm just like, I don't even know what to do, and I didn't even think about, saying anything to you about it, because it's just like, I can't go back to the bank again, because I already tried it once, and they said they would help, and they didn't.
Jump down my ass constantly about it.
I don't know, I've called the claims department like 2 or 3 different times already and everything, and emailed them a few times too, and they keep on saying, you have to wait till that paperwork gets there, and I still haven't seen any paperwork. I haven't even seen it, just randomly hanging up there or whatever because our postman's too lazy to put it in our own box. I mean, I just haven't seen it. But I'm going to talk to Mom, and depending on how much money I'm able to make at a new job, if I'm able to get a new job, I'm going to see if I can try going to counseling again to see if I can get this issue under control. Because I tried it the first time and everything, and that counselor really didn't help, and then that was around about the time I moved out.
Hun, I hate to say it, your issue is your gaming. You're too addicted to your online games.
I mean, look at the GameStop transcript. Everything you stole from me and turned it in, you bought online tokens and shit.
You bought online credit cards or something that you turn around for online gaming. That's your addiction right there, is that computer. You need to cut that out of your life for a while. And then slowly go back to it.
Well, the online gaming part of it, at least. I don't think I'd be able to stop any of my reading and writing, which is what I primarily use it for.
Right, take notebooks.
I might even talk to Dad and just see if he can forbid my computer from connecting to the internet at, Mom and Dad's place and everything until I think I can get this under control through counseling or whatever else. Because I know he can do it.
I mean, since you think about it, it is your online gaming.
I mean, yeah, I blocked your PC because I knew it before any of this went down. and you just connected to the neighbors.
I don't remember you ever blocking me from the PC.
Yeah, between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. you were blocked from the internet for the past 2 months.
And then he changed the password.
I don't remember ever having any problems connecting within the past 2 months.
That's because your thing just goes straight to Netgear. I don't know. But
I haven't connected to the Netgear at all anytime recently, except for when you changed the password or whatever, and even then that was only for maybe 1 day so I could check film fiction, and then, you know, the connection was so crappy I couldn't do anything else.
I tried Facebooking your mom earlier, and she just never replied to me. Because I'm taking you back. Soon. Very soon. I don't want you in this house anymore. You're just... I thought the first time we talked it'd be taken care of. And I found out about the games. Dude. And then I thought we connected there. I thought we were good. And then last night you go through my wife's purse wallet that she leaves out here. I mean, dude. I can't trust you. At all. And just so you know, this entire conversation was recorded.